Alright guys, so here's a little update on my building, a little update on the car. I'm not going to really be doing anything like too exciting in this video, but I just wanted to kind of show some of the progress I'm making and, you know, kind of like what I'm doing during this time when people are like having to stay home and stuff like that, and maybe I'll give a little advice on what you could do. But anyway, yeah, so my building is coming along really nicely. Basically have all this office area done. Right now I've been working on some electrical to get my, this is gonna be my little shop right in here where I do the work I do. Working on my little electrical panel. I have a bigger panel I'm gonna be using, but this is gonna go on later, because I have a few issues here on this property with electrical that I got to run a new line from a new service line over, and then we're going to put the bigger panel here. But this is just kind of a temporary panel, and just to run this room here and maybe a couple other things. But yeah, so we got that. Basically, this is going to be all, I got my cabinets all up. You can see I've already painted it. Looks really nice. Got this nice just regular flat gray paint, and this is going to be all the same thing painted here, and there's going to be an AC unit basically right here, and also just some kind of desks and stuff like that over here. This will also be painted, and we also have all these lights here. There's going to be, right now they're just hanging. I just have them hanging from the rafters, but this is all going to be a drop ceiling in here, like you would see in an office. So you can imagine, say, I don't know, like as far as like maybe right here, there's going to be a drop ceiling. So, and then these are made to fit in a drop ceiling. So that's what these are made for. But anyway. That's that part of what I'm working on. I already started doing a little bit of messing around with colors that I liked. This is like a whitewash, and then like a little darker trim, like a walnut trim, and that's gonna go across the whole, you know, the whole building here, or the whole back area. And the trim is gonna, you can see I have the trim pieces like this. So the whole thing is going to look kind of like an old school like barn feel. So, and then this room is going to be for some more, like I have some machines that I use for my work. That's going to be in this room. I have a hot water heater here. This is the AC unit. So I'm using like a mini split system. So there's no ducts, you know, like no duct work for your AC. They're very popular, like in Puerto Rico. When my wife and I go there, most everybody uses those. That's what they cool their house with. They don't use any kind of central air. They're very efficient, and they don't cost much to run, and also there's very little loss when you use these units, because you can imagine that, like, you're going, when you do duct work, the duct work is inefficient because your air goes through that and it heats up before it gets to its source. Well, with when you're using a mini split, your cooling coils are right at the source, so they don't have any duct work to go through. So that unit there is gonna be mounted over here, like I was saying, and then I'll take you upstairs to where the other one's gonna be mounted. Been finishing up some insulation up here. I've already been doing quite a bit of drywall up here. So yeah, the other unit is gonna be basically right here. And yeah, I got a lot of drywall done, working on the bathroom in here. This bathroom is pretty short ceiling, but I don't know. Let me put the camera so you guys can kind of see how short it is. Maybe it'll be kind of interesting to see. So yeah, you can see I'm like 5'11", 5'10 and a half, and I still have clearance above my head for standing in the shower. Toilet is going to be over here, so you would have to kind of get down to use the toilet. There's going to be a vanity right here, and so yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a perspective on the height of this. So yeah, running the electrical, got the plumbing going in here. This is going to be, this comes straight up from the hot water heater, so we got hot water going over to there, and then also a cold water coming in also. I have to put another supply line here, another one of these fittings here, and then another supply line there for the toilet. Also have a vent for humidity up here, and insulation. So the only wall I really have to insulate is this section here. Everything else is spray foamed. So all this is spray foamed all the way, all down all the walls, all the way to the floor. Oh, this is all spray foamed, spray foam, the whole thing. So it'll be pretty sealed. It should be pretty comfortable up here once the AC is done. And then what we're gonna do is, so yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is basically I put these, I don't know what you'd call them, just little 1x2s. They're like 1x2s. And what I'm gonna do with those is use those to attach cedar. Okay, they have cedar planks I'm gonna use for the roof, for the ceiling. And so once that's in, it's gonna have a bunch of recessed lighting also throughout, probably 6 recessed lights throughout, and there'll be 2 recessed lights in here and here. So, but yeah, so that's a little update on my building. I've had some time to work on it because of what's going on here. So, you know, with this virus thing and all that, you know, people are freaking out, but the best thing is to stay calm. Don't be panicking. You won't make good decisions when you panic. So, what else? Oh yeah, another thing I'm going to be doing, I don't know if it's hard to tell, but I've already this is just a little mock-up board here that I put there just to kind of visualize what I'm going to do. But I'm also going to do a loft up here. It's going to go all the way across. So you can imagine, you know, when you walk up the stairs, you can go up the stairs like this and either go to this room, or you can go this way to, there's going to be, I guess you would call it like a mezzanine balcony. The balcony is going to go all the way across to roughly here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there and across. So this whole thing here will all be storage. I just have a lot of stuff, and I really need the storage. So, and like I said, I'm building a house here in the not too distant future. So I just don't want to clog up my house with all kinds of car parts and, you know, stuff for work and all that. So that's what this building is for. Okay, so yeah, hot water heater. I don't know if I already said that. What else? Okay, so moving on to the car, what I have been doing during this kind of downtime, and you know, is collecting parts. So yeah, what I've been doing is collecting parts for doing the E85 swap on this. So here's what we have. We have the fuel cell. We have a E85 compatible fuel pressure regulator. Got the gauge that goes with it. What else we have? Here's all the PTFE line This is dash 8 line. I got 20 feet of it. I'm probably gonna need a little bit more than that. A whole bunch of assorted fittings. Like I said, I'm probably gonna need more of that. So, okay, and then we have the fuel filter here. Got this from Speedway Motors. It's a 100 micron fuel filter. I may have to get another one. I may do 100 micron before the fuel pump and then do a 10 micron after the fuel pump. So I may have to get one more fuel filter for that. So, and then the DashWorks 350. And I also bought a boost solenoid that I'm not gonna put that in yet, you know, because right now I'm using, I think you guys know, let me pop the hood. So yeah, right now I'm using basically just a TurboSmart bleed off valve to control the boost. But you know, since I have the ECU master, I can use a boost solenoid, you know, automatic, and then I can control it, you know, with a pulse width output on the ECU master. So I have that with all the fittings. So like I said, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna put that in. I may do that afterwards, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get the E85 set up on this thing before I start complicating everything. Okay, so yeah, and like I said, there's nothing really has changed with the car. Everything's the same. Haven't driven it in about a month and a half. But it fires right up every time I touch the starter, and I guess that's just how Jay-Z's are. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for this update. I don't have much more for y'all on this. You know, the building and the car and all that. You know, I'm gonna be getting to work on it. I know that I'm a little slow with what I'm doing with the car and all that, and I know that I wanted to get it ready for Cletus and Cars, but I'm sure that's not happening. So there's just no way they can do a big event like that with all those people at this point right now. I know that was supposed to be in, I think, April. So that's off. So there's really no rush to get the car set back up on the 85. And I mean, businesses are closed, so everything's closed. But anyway, I'll leave you guys with just a little advice. I see a lot of people like online talking about how they're at home just watching movies during this time when they're not working. To me, this is a bad idea. This is a perfect opportunity, okay? If you work, let's say you work for a company and the company shut down for a little while, this is a perfect opportunity for you to come up with some kind of a plan to start your own business, start selling something online, start open an eBay store, anything but sitting and watching movies. To me, it's such a waste of time, and like you don't know exactly, like you don't know if your company is gonna rehire you. You don't know this. So this is what, or learn something. You know, use this time to learn something. You know, learn how to you know, go online, learn how to do CNC programming, or learn how to code or something. Use this time like it is like a gift, okay? This time is a gift for you to learn something new, to start a business, to come up with a plan. Even if you're sitting there at a coffee table with your wife or your whatever, and you guys are writing down ideas for what you could do when this is all over with. What's gonna be needed? You know, once this is over with, what's gonna be needed? People are gonna need things. There's gonna be, the world is gonna change. It's gonna become delivery. Everything is gonna be delivered. People are gonna be working from home. It's gonna be a different world. And what you should do is sit home and think about those things. You know, come up with a plan that's gonna get you, once this is over, you're gonna be ahead of everybody else that sat and watched Netflix for a month. This is just my advice. Do what you want, but I don't know. It makes me a little sad to see people going on and talking about what movie you watching tonight. I mean, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. You're not learning anything. You're not helping yourself at all. So, I mean, YouTube is like the biggest source of learning how to do things I have ever seen. To me, YouTube is better than any university. Any university, because you can learn anything you want for free, and you're getting the education from people who actually do it. You know, you go to school, you go to a university, you're learning from someone who actually doesn't do it. They're teaching you, but they've never actually done it. You know what I mean? Like if you go on there, you want to learn how to do. I learned how to do drywall on YouTube. You know, and you know, what did I do? I just went on there, found someone who's very experienced doing it, and you just do exactly what they do. I mean, you have nothing. You can't help but be successful if you copy successful people. Okay, remember that. I learned how to do framing. I learned how to all this stuff. You know, it's all online. It's all on YouTube. There's nothing you can't learn on YouTube. I built this car, learned everything I knew about wiring JZs and all that. It's all on YouTube. You know, shout out to Top Secret Garage. That guy has a bunch of good videos on how to wire these. You know, and that's exactly how I did it. I just followed his video and learned how to do it. You know, if in this time when you're not working, start a YouTube channel. Teach somebody, like if there's something you know that other people don't know, start a YouTube channel and start teaching people stuff. Or, you know, it's stupid easy, you know. And when I do these videos, it takes me 15 minutes to edit it and load it. I mean, but people are wasting 3-4 hours watching movies all day. So anyway, it's just my little rant, but it's a little advice that you can take it or leave it, or whatever. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Stay safe, and I'll check you next time.